All right, this is Field Point Ministries podcast, and this is the platform where we look at a particular topic and briefly have a discussion in that area. Now, of course, if you have missed our YouTube live that we've just handed, please, I will encourage you to go watch it because that's where we talk about the mystery of subordination in ministry. And we had that discussion with Pastor Ebenezer Ihenebome. And here again, Pastor Ebenezer Ihenebome is going to help us to digest within a couple of minutes we have for this podcast to help us to talk about it. Sir, we want to say a big thank you for coming on this podcast today, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for having me. It's been a pleasure. Thanks a lot.
All right. So, the topic right here that we will be looking at in a moment is essential qualities of leadership. Now, John Maxwell says everything rises and falls on a leader. And also, some has defined leadership, a leader as someone who is able to take people from point A to point B. Now, nonetheless, a leader have to, at one point, be a good follower and then hand off to become a leader. And sometimes a leader also simultaneously could be a follower, depends on what the situation is. But, sir, uh, with your position and for the sake of those that are listening to this podcast, uh, Pastor Ebenezer Ihelemome is the deputy national overseer for Gospel Faith Mission International in North America. So, if you are listening and you are hearing us, that gets to tell you that is in a leadership position. So whatever is given to us is coming from a first-hand experience. So, but over to you. Essential qualities of leadership.
Thank you so much for this opportunity again. Uh, I want to say number one, as a leader, you must be able to serve people. You must be able to serve people. The Bible says in John chapter 13, 13 to 15 from the Message Bible, Jesus speaking, he said, and I quote, "You address me as teacher and master, and rightly so. That is what I am. So if I, the master and teacher, washed your feet, you must now wash each other's feet. I've laid down a pattern for you. What I've done, you do." Leadership is service. Leadership is not bossing people around, it's to bend and serve people. I love this quote by Albert Pine. He said, "The first and most important choice a leader makes is the choice to serve, without which one's capacity to lead is severely limited." What is going on in places, most people refer to as third world country today, is that the people that have been chosen to lead, they have refused to serve.
Mm.
Instead of serving the people, they want to be served. As a governor of a state, as a president of a nation, you are being raised up by God to serve the people under you. I love what John Maxwell said. He said that the first step to leadership is servanthood.
Mm.
It's servanthood. Leadership is not about the position we hold, but about what we can do for the people who follow us. Very, very, very important. A wise man once said, "All of the great leaders have had one characteristic in common. It was the willingness to confront unequivocally the major anxiety of their people in their time. These and not much else is the essence of leadership." So, as a leader, God has raised you up to solve problems,
Mm.
to serve the people that you are leading. Listen to this statement by the former Secretary of State of the United States of America by the name Colin Powell. He said, and I quote, he said, "Leaders must serve the people they lead. He said leadership is solving problem, and he buttressed it by saying the day soldiers stop bringing their problems is the day I've stopped leading them. So as a pastor, as a boss, you are there to serve the people. You are there to solve their problems with the wisdom of God. He said they have either lost confidence that you can help or concluded you do not care. Either case is a failure of leadership. I pray in the role that God has given to you as a leader, whether you are the father of your house, the mother of your home, a mom, a boss, a manager, you are there. You are there to serve the people, not for you to be served. Let me say this. Are you a servant leader? A servant people, you lead a priority to you. Do you prioritize the needs of your followers ahead of your own desires? It's not about what I can get, it's what I can give. I love what JFK said. He said it's not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. I believe that that will be all the time we have for this session. I believe if you will use that as a leader, you will be a better a leader. Thank you again for having me.
Thank you so much, sir. That's a heavy nugget within that time frame, but we appreciate you, sir, because these, if we can just take this piece right here and run with it, I think we will all be a great man or woman in life. Be able to serve people. Leadership is service. Is service. If people understand that leadership is service, we probably will not be, having fighting for position and even include in politics world where people are fighting to be in a position. If they really realize that their responsibility is to serve the people, it's actually in reverse mode, but they're making it to be where I'm there and the people have to serve me. Which is not supposed to be the case. So God raised you up to solve a problem, and solve problem for people, meaning you have to serve the people. Otherwise, you become irrelevant once that happened, where the people that you're supposed to serve is now serving you. Leadership is service, very powerful. So, sir, a big thank you again for making this possible for us at Field Point Ministries. We do not take it for granted. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for sharing your words of wisdom with us, your knowledge, and for giving us practical example. Thank you so much.
Man, thank you so much again. God bless you. Thank you, sir.
All right, to all our listeners, wherever you're listening from, we hope that you subscribe to our podcast platform. If you are listening on Apple, we are available on Google, on Spotify, on Anchor, or on Amazon as well. Please feel free to visit our website, www.fieldpointministriesinternational.org. And if you would like to support what we do here, feel free to go to fieldpointministriesinternational.org/donate. And you visit our website, you will be able to see what are the things that God has been helping us to do. Go ahead and read our newsletter on fieldpointministriesinternational.org/newsletter as well, or go /ministries, and you'll be able to see some of the things we do. We love doing this, and we appreciate everyone for joining us on this platform to do this together and as well as to listen to us. Until we get to see you again next time, I remain yours, Solomon Oluwabiye. Have a wonderful week, everyone.